Hi, welcome to a trial. Welcome to something we are just testing out, and that is that I realize that many of you can't make Wednesday night small groups. They're awesome. I love them. I love the worship time. I love the chance for us to get together and to talk about things in groups, but I understand schedules aren't always such that you can make that, or sometimes you can make one, but you can't make the next week. And so what I wanted to do was be able to give you kind of the highlights of what happened and what we talked about and the questions that we talked about, so that you can watch these at home. You can get together with a group of friends if you want, and you can hear the message and listen to the discussion questions and talk about those among yourselves. And so that's what this series is. We're going to try it for just the Instalife Series, which is the one we're doing right now, and we'll see how it works. And hopefully you can give me some feedback and what we can do differently or what we can do better. Thanks. Did you ever want something so bad that you would do anything for it? You see it on the store, you see it on TV, and you beg your mom and dad, or you save money and you say you'll walk the dog every day for a week or a month or a year, or you'll do whatever it takes to get this item. And you get it and you open it up and you play with it, and it turns out that it's not quite what you thought it would be. We all have things like that in our lives. Whether it's a movie that you wanted to watch and you waited to go see, and you got to the theater and you sit down and all the commercials happen and you watch, the movie starts, and about halfway through the movie you realize that all the good parts of the movie they had already put in the previews, and it really wasn't all that you thought it was going to be. Or take out your phones. How many of you have pages of apps on your phone? And there's apps that you've looked at and you downloaded and you had to have, and you paid 99 cents, or even you downloaded for free, and they were gonna be the best game in the world and you were gonna play it forever, and you haven't played it or used it past the first day you bought it. The series that we've started is called Instalife, and it's learning to be still and know in a have it now world. See, all those things that we mentioned are things that you can just download or you can buy and you can have them now. And we've been sold this idea that if we can get it quickly, then it's going to be what we need, and that it's quality, and that we can have it, and that it'll fill whatever it is, the void that we have. Are you in a hurry? I mean, when you are driving in your car, or you're riding in your car, and you're pulling up to, and there's 3 lanes of traffic, do you count the cars in the lane to see which lane you should get in as you pull up to a red light? I mean, do you look at the lanes and go, you know, this lane has 5 cars in it and this lane has 1, but it's a semi truck, and so it's going to take longer to get going, and so I'll be better off being in this lane? Or how many of you buy groceries and you go to the grocery store and you got your cart finished and you're coming up to the checkout lanes and there's 6 checkout lanes open, and you look at them to see how many items each person has in their basket and how many people are in the line. And then you look and see, okay, well, this line's shorter, but that lady might look like she's going to write a check, so I don't want to get behind that. Are we really in that much of a hurry? Do we have to do things that quickly? On Wednesday night, we talked about the verse, "Be still and know that I am God." And I asked you to write it down on your piece of paper. But then I said, you know, take this verse and put it on your mirror, put it on your car, on your radio, on your nightstand, anywhere you'll see it. Because there's so many opportunities for us to go 90 to nothing going through life, that we need to learn to be still and know that God is God. So on Wednesday night, we talked about a few questions and we had the groups discuss these. And so think about these questions. You know, the first question we asked was that we talked about the fact that we talk about things we want, and there's things that we have to have. What is something like that for you? What is something that you had to have and you needed to have, but once you got it, it didn't quite live up to expectations. It didn't quite do what you thought it was going to do. The second question is, are you a patient or impatient person? What is something that annoys you when it takes so long to happen? What things get on your nerves when they don't happen quickly? The third question is, what do the words be still and know mean to you in this have it now Instalife world that we live in? Finally, I want to read Matthew 11, 28 through 30. It says this, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light." According to that scripture, what do we need to do if we want to find rest? If we want to step away from this instant life, always moving, always going world, what does it say? What does he say that we need to do? Your memory verse this week is simple. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. That's easy. It's easy to learn, it's easy to memorize, but it's not easy to do. So this week, while you're at school, be still and know that God is God. When you're working, be still and know that God is God. When your schedule has gotten so hectic that you don't know which end is up or where you're going next, just find some moment to be still and know that God is God.